How are you?
Yeah.
Mark always has the best questions, so I'm going to let you go.
Oh, okay, here we go. Hi, Mark. How are you?
I'm well, and you?
I'm good, thanks.
That's not my best question.
Oh, that doesn't count. You know, we can be civil. Reporter and candidate.
The thing that we heard coming to this event was that the organizers were trying to keep a birther from coming here. And I wanted to ask you, as a candidate who is going to run against Barbara Box, or should you win in the primary, are you concerned about coming to an event and getting aligned with the more extreme elements of the conservative wing?
You know, what I see out here is a bunch of hard-working Americans who care enough to come out and get politically active and express their views. I'm sure there are extremes all over this country, on the fringes, but these folks are making a huge difference in the political dialogue in this country, and good for them. Good for them.
Was your campaign one of the ones that called to express concerns about, I'm going to blow the woman's name if I try to pronounce it.
Well, I'm not aware of. I'm not aware of what you're talking about. I certainly believe that Barack Obama is constitutionally qualified to be president of the United States, but I'm not aware of what you're talking about. What I know is that here we have thousands and thousands of people, just like we've had them all over the country, who are expressing a very legitimate point of view, which is our government is out of control. It's spending too much, it's taxing too much, it is not accountable to the people who work hard to earn money every day, and I agree with them.
A similar question is that the movement has been polarizing. You may win some votes, but you may lose quite a few. Have you done the math to figure out is it worth it politically to be here and be aligned with the movement?
You know, I find it so interesting. Here you have thousands of people, and what you guys are talking about is extremes, splinters, all the rest of it. Look, these are voters. These are voters. And these are people, I believe, whether they're Democrats, I just met 3 Democrats, whether they're independents, whether they're declined to states, whether they're Republicans, these are people who said, you know what, I'm part of the Had Enough party now. I've had enough. I've had enough, and I'm getting politically active. And I'm going to change Washington, and the way we change Washington is to change the people we send to Washington.
When your company was selling printers to Iran,
following the law.
You weren't aware of
following the law. Guys, look, HP has always followed the law. That particular charge is not only baseless and ridiculous, it came out of a Democratic playbook during the presidential election. I'm sure you're also aware that Dell Computer sells computers in Iran, all in accordance with U.S. law, that Apple sells iPods and iPhones in Iran, all in accordance with U.S. law. The issue with Iran is not printer ink. The issue with Iran is they are building a nuclear weapon. And meanwhile, we are talking and talking and talking, and nothing is happening to slow their advance to a nuclear weapon. And the issue as well with Iran is that they are absolutely consistent in saying that Israel needs to be wiped off the map. That is the issue with Iran. Take one more. All right, thank you all.
I understand it was a subsidiary company that was selling it, but wasn't there a trade? I mean, last time I asked you about that, you said it was not my company. I wasn't aware of it.
You know, I really think you would serve your viewers well if you would report on the big issues that matter. This issue has been talked about in the press over and over again. It's very clear that HP has always followed the law, and meanwhile, you have a huge story happening behind you here, and a huge story happening in this election. That's what you ought to be reporting on.
We're going to be talking to Barbara tomorrow.
You know, Mark, the thing I would make on HP, all the allegations have been made, and not one action has been taken against the company. And so the story is all about allegations that have been made by literally, look back at the history of this, the allegations are made by partisan Democrats, not by government